everybody, and welcome along to Transfer Talk.
Bryan Mbeumo. So where are we at with Bryan Mbeumo?
I think Manchester United will remain relaxed about their situation simply because I think there's a cautious optimism that they can strike a deal with Brentford for Mbeumo still. Like Arsenal and Gyökeres, United are discussing internally what they're going to do next. Their last bid was worth £62.5 million. It was £55 million up front, £7.5 million in performance-related add-ons. Now, overall, that is not too far away from what Brentford would want. We think that Brentford want around £65 million. However, it's going to be how that amount is going to be paid. So United would probably want to do that with performance-related add-ons in there, whereas Brentford, we think, want the majority, if not all, of that £65 million to be guaranteed, be it over 3 or 4 years. But they would want, at some stage, that £65 million to be paid by Manchester United. United are going to stay disciplined with this deal, as they are with most of their other transfers in this window. However, they do know that Bryan Mbeumo wants to come to Manchester United, and that could work in their favour when they're trying to do this deal. However, Brentford and their sporting director Phil Giles earlier on last month has actually told Sky Sports News that Mbeumo would be happy to stay at Brentford if this deal did not materialise. But he did admit that there is a deal to be done there. Personal terms, we think, are not expected to be a problem for Mbeumo.
He's expected to undergo a medical this week. Talks are ongoing as Brentford are demanding £65 million, having rejected £55 million and £62.5 million. Is this getting a bit ridiculous? Is he going to be worth the wait?
Overstatement, but that's how things work.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Looking at the number 9 situation now, Victor Gyökeres will be an Arsenal player, it's looking like. 5-year deal, £200,000 per week. How big of a loss is that for United? Is it a failure? Do you think that losing that Europa League final is what lost us the player?
I do feel like it would be such a big risk to spend money we don't have yet on him, especially when there's going to be so much pressure on him if he does join. Look at what happened with...
Sports News understands there is a cautious optimism at United that a deal can be struck and discussions continue internally over the next steps. There remains a gap in valuation, but United are not far away from the overall fee Brentford want, believed to be 65 M. However, there is still work to do on the structure, as the West London club want the majority, if not all, of the fee to be paid up front. Mbeumo has made it clear he only wants to move to United, and personal terms are believed to have been agreed in principle. Marcus Rashford finds himself in a position at Manchester United that would have seemed improbable just 12 months ago. The 27-year-old appears to be in a no-man's land. His time at United seems almost up after he informed them he wished to explore options away from Old Trafford. United responded by stripping him of his iconic number 10 shirt and extending his break to allow him to explore these new options. It is claimed that Rashford returned to Carrington on Monday and Tuesday to complete an individual training program. Manchester United have started their preparations for the new Premier League season, and so has a man with a huge summer ahead of him.